Just turnovers. I mean, I dribbled off my foot in transition. We turned it over on the side out of bounds. There are 2 possessions that we can get free throws out of that we messed up. And then just that last play in the corner, I think we were going to foul, but the way Jaylen caught it, it was like he was just going to shoot it right away. So I think Pascal didn't want to foul him, which I thought was the right play, because I thought he would have got called for 3 shots, and Jaylen just made a big shot, and then that last possession just didn't get a good one. Felt like there was a better shot for me to get that I didn't get.
You have that many free throws as a team. Was there a theme to that? Was it sloppy play from you guys? Why do you think the number got so high?
Free throws given up?
The turnovers.
Yeah. I think it's more on us. I think they're a great defensive team. They got great defenders, individual and team defenders. But they're not a team who forces a ton of turnovers. They're a solid team. I just felt like we had a lot more of them were probably on us than them forcing them. So we got to clean that up. And outside of tonight and one game last series, we've really taken care of the ball. So we'll fix it in game 2.
Big time shot, and we weren't able to recover in overtime.
Turnovers and the fouls. Do you almost feel like you guys beat yourselves tonight more than anything?
Yeah, that was a message after the game as well. I think that a lot of people are going to talk about the free throw discrepancy, but at the end of the day, we have 22 turnovers and big time turnovers. I really think we showed our age a little bit tonight. I think being a youthful team and being at this high state of a game, I think those uncharacteristic mistakes just made their way out, and we just look at it tomorrow. We're just gonna have to get right back going. Right back on Thursday.
Just to continue on that track, I guess, is there anything that you could point to as to why? I mean, you certainly mentioned youth there, but is there any other kind of trend as to what explains, the turnovers, why that became an issue today when it hasn't been one?
No, I can't think of anything on top of my head. Just a lot of uncharacteristic turnovers.
What, just kind of the flip side of that, you guys obviously, fell behind a few times, managed to rally back. I mean, just what impressed you guys about what you were able to do when you fell behind and were able to rally?
Same thing we're doing all season. I guess poise is a good way of putting it. We kept our poise when things were good or bad. So, it's encouraging. But, at the end of the day, we weren't poised up to win the game. Unfortunate play for sure.
You didn't want to foul on Jaylen when he caught it because you thought it'd be a 4-point play, I presume.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, as soon as I got to him, I was a little late because of the screen. He was going up, so I didn't want to do it, and then when I was going to do it, it was a little too late. So yeah, it's just one of those where it's like if you have an opportunity to do it, you do it. But it was just a judgment call. I felt like he was going into his motion, like he had a pump fake. Like I didn't want to, foul then, and it's a tough shot. I was in front of him. Maybe I could have contested it, better, but it was just tough one.
21 turnovers and 23 fouls. How much do you feel like you guys beat yourselves tonight?
Obviously a lot of turnovers, unforced turnovers too. And a lot of fouls. So I think we know we gotta do better, and we will be better at that. Especially, because we don't turn the ball over as much. So we gotta do better at that as a team. Try to play without fouling. I don't know how many fouls we got on the other side, but we just gotta do a better job of just not fouling.
How do you come away from this game? Because you guys did a lot of good things. You responded from the big lead they had, but obviously the turnovers late. What is the feeling that you have, or kind of want your teammates?
It sucks. Obviously, I think it should. It should suck. But I think we did a lot of good things. We got to go back, get better, and at the end of the day, as much as it hurts, it's one loss. So we just got to move on from it, and we have another opportunity. This game is the game coming at us fast, and we just gotta move on from it. Just at the end of the day, it's one loss, and keep our heads up and just correct some of the things that we didn't do well, and trying to continue to get better. And we think it's gonna be a long series. So yeah, just have that mindset.
Hey everybody, Dustin Dopriak here, Pacers beat writer at the Indy Star, coming from TD Garden, where the Pacers just lost in dramatic fashion, 133-128 in overtime, in a game that they, at least for a moment, had in the bag. Obviously had to fight back from multiple double-digit deficits against, obviously, the Celtics, who are, coming with by far the best record in the league this season. They, just in TD Garden, did a really good job fighting off some things, but had a situation where they could have put the game away, up by 3 with 8.5 seconds to go. Well, I guess 10 seconds to go, basically. Botched an inbound. Andrew Nembhard threw a pass off of Pascal Siakam's hand, and in retrospect, Ricardo came in and took responsibility for that first and foremost, said that there should have been a timeout that advanced the ball into the front court, and they should have been able to just inbound it, hit a couple free throws and put the game away. That's obviously not what happened in that case. Celtics get the ball back, and they get kind of a miracle shot from Jaylen Brown. There was an instruction to foul on that play, but obviously the Pacers are kind of told, you're supposed to foul, but you're obviously supposed to be smart about it. If you get to your guy and he's in position where he's about to shoot, you don't want to shoot a guy don't want to foul a guy that is about to shoot. For the fear, obviously, you can put him on the line for 3 shots when he gets a chance to tie it, when he might not have made the shot, or certainly the other possibilities, you could foul him and he could have a 4-point play and end up putting them up. So Pascal Siakam got to Jaylen Brown in the corner, felt obviously he was late because he was coming off a ball screen, an off-ball screen set by Derek White, and Jaylen Brown was kind of pump faked him. Siakam didn't want to foul on that, basically because he thought he'd kind of already be in his motion, and so he sort of skipped that. Jaylen Brown makes the shot, forces overtime, and Celtics outscored the Pacers 16-11 in overtime. Jason Tatum had 10 of those points. Pacers put up a good fight in that one, hit some big shots, but kind of Tatum just made too many. They had a couple turnovers as well that were really key. Pacers turned the ball over 21 times, and the Celtics turned that into 32 points. So obviously, killer stat there that led to that loss. Pacers come away feeling pretty good about the effort. Ricardo made a point of complimenting that on that, said, hey, these guys fought back from a lot of tough situations on the road against the best team in the league, so you got to feel pretty good coming off of that. But certainly they feel like they let one get away here with some pretty significant mistakes when it came to late game execution. So Celtics are up 1-0 at this point. Pacers still have another chance to steal a game in Game 2, and Game 2 is when the Celtics have been most vulnerable. That's when they lost a game to both Miami and to Cleveland, so they get another chance on Thursday night to try to turn around home court advantage in this series. Obviously, we'll be back there for that one, and we'll see you then.